Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. Please stand as you are able. Our ceremony will begin. the college mace is the Associate Provost, Dr. Linda Atkinson, followed by the candidates of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Carrying the college baton, leading the School of Professional and Applied Psychology, is Chief Library Services Officer, Dr. Oliver Chen. Now entering the auditorium are the candidates from the School of Health Sciences. entering the faculty of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. Please welcome the platform party from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2024 Commencement Ceremony for the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. As we open our ceremony, we remember our PCOM alumni who have passed away this year, and all those who gave their lives in service for our country. Please remain standing for the invocation to be offered by Dr. Harry J. Morris, Professor and Chair of the Department of Family Medicine, and then the national anthem performed by the PCOM Pulmonics.
What a great day it is for graduation here. Beautiful. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with hearts full of gratitude and hope as we gather to celebrate the graduation of these talented medical professionals. We acknowledge and honor the diversity of beliefs represented here today, knowing that we are united in our commitment to healing and compassion. We ask for your blessings upon these graduates as they embark on their journey of service to others. Grant them wisdom to make sound decisions, compassion to care for the sick and suffering, and courage to face the challenges that lie ahead. May they be guided by your love and grace in all that they do, bringing comfort to those in pain, hope to those in despair, and healing to those in need. May they be beacons of light in a world that often is dark and feels dark, shining with the love and compassion that you have shown us. We also pray for their families and loved ones who have supported and encouraged them along the way. May they continue to be a source of strength and encouragement as they begin this new chapter in their lives. We give thanks for the gift of healing and the opportunity to serve others in your name. May these graduates go forth with humility and grace, knowing that they are called to a noble and sacred profession. In your holy name we pray, amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much for that incredible rendition of the anthem, and thank you, Dr. Morris. President Feldstein, Mr. J. Wright, Chairman Gravino, Associate Provost Atkinson, members of the administration, staff, faculty, trustees, family, friends, and students of the classes of 2024, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the commencement ceremonies of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. Today, as we participate in this age-old tradition, we come together to celebrate the commencement ceremonies of the PCOM doctorate and graduate programs. I hereby summon the class of 2024 to the service for the common good, to lead in an uncertain environment, to further biomedical knowledge, to prevent disease, to cure when possible, to manage pain, to improve mobility, and most of all, to comfort those who are ill and infirmed. You are well prepared and ready for this next step in your lifelong journey. There will be challenges, global pandemics, political unrest, changes in the industry and in the government, revolutionary new science, new technology, new healthcare management systems, and ultimately the need to provide care to all segments of our very, very complex society. This is a journey into a world that is unpredictable. Yours is a vocation, a calling to serve your fellow human beings in their moments of their greatest need. It is one in which you must conduct yourselves with professionalism, enthusiasm, and a continued passion as those before you have done. We are very confident that you will meet these challenges. Our best wishes and prayers go with you always. It is now my privilege to introduce the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, Dr. J.S. Feldstein.
Thank you, Dr. Veit. Good afternoon, everyone. It is truly a pleasure to be with you today. In the lives of our students and in the life of our institution, commencement is a significant moment. As a proud community, we bear witness to our graduates' myriad achievements. We celebrate all of our graduates together from all of our degree programs. We attest to their intellectual and professional formation as osteopathic physicians, healthcare and behavioral health practitioners, educators, scholars, scientists, and strategic leaders. Today is a day of great celebration. Furthermore, this year is a year of great celebration as we commemorate the 125th anniversary of our college's founding. Class of 2024. At this moment, you join a tradition that began in 1902, when Philadelphia College and Infirmary of Osteopathy held its first formal and public commencement in Witherspoon Hall. According to the Journal of Osteopathy, on Thursday evening, the 26th of June, the finest auditorium in the city of Philadelphia was agleam with the splendors of electric lights, flowers, palms, and sweeping festoons. The Philadelphia Orchestra played as the class of 1902, faculty and speakers marched upon the platform in full academic gowns and regalia. Our co-founders, Dr. Mason Presley and O.J. Snyder, presided over the ceremony. 17 newly minted osteopathic physicians set out to challenge the philosophy and practice of conventional medicine. Like their teachers and mentors, they integrated and taught an approach of hands-on diagnosis and treatment. They sought to understand the full nature of the person, body, mind, and spirit. They had a noble purpose, as Dr. Snyder reminded them in his commencement address, to go forth in the world, bringing peace and comfort to suffering humanity. Inherent in our college's institutional mission and values, the same noble purpose has resonated across time. It is your purpose 125 years later. Against the backdrop of a global pandemic, you reckon to understand the science of a novel virus. You realize firsthand that those who practice on the front lines of healthcare are vital to preserving our society. You witnessed how all-consuming the demands of medicine can be, as your own education was disrupted. You grappled with the consequences of how a virus could upend our world and the related social, political, and economic upheaval and the collective trauma that will reverberate for decades. You committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. From this consciousness, you deepened your understanding that achieving health equity requires ongoing efforts to address disparities. The healthcare landscape you enter is at an inflection point. It requires a fierce urgency. Trust that you possess wisdom gained from your studies and experiences to be successful. Take with you, too, a certainty of purpose. Remember always that holistic healthcare is still the heart and soul of medicine. Like the 17 graduates from the class of 1902, go forth in the world, bringing peace and comfort to suffering humanity. Heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2024. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Thomas J. Gravina, Chairman of the Board of Trustees for PCOM, to bring his welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Jay. President Dr. J, as I like to refer to him as fondly, Dr. Veit, Mr. J. Wright, fellow trustees, faculty and staff, alumni, and honored guests, families and friends, distinguished members of the class of 2024, good afternoon and welcome. It is a pleasure to be here with you on this momentous occasion. As chairman of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine Board of Trustees, I am pleased and honored to extend congratulations to all of our graduates across all of our academic programs. I can tell you that one of the best parts of my position is participating in PCOM graduations and witnessing the pride that permeates each ceremony. I trust that our graduates gathered here today feel very proud. Proud of this defining moment, the culmination of all that you have accomplished. Your years at PCOM have been marked by intellectual and clinical exploration, deep immersion in your chosen field, and dedicated work, all undertaken during a time of significant challenge. I also want to acknowledge the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, spouses, and children, friends and significant others who helped make this day possible. Thank you all for what you have done to support and guide these graduates. With your encouragement came your sacrifice. How proud you must be of who they have become, of the impact they are poised to make to ensure better health and wellness for our society as a whole. Class of 2024, thank you. Today you are graduating from an extraordinary institution, one steeped in a 125-year history of healing, discovery, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. You are soon to become alumni, joining over 20,000 PCOM alumni spread throughout the nation and, in fact, all around the world. I urge you to use your PCOM education for greatness. Be known for your professional accomplishments, but also for your humility and humanity, for your passion and your compassion. Advocate for those in need, and advance science and research in the service of all. In doing so, may you always sustain the pride and joy that you feel today. I offer all of you my best wishes for continued success and happiness. Thank you and congratulations.
No institution of learning is complete without its faculty. Those faculty members who have provided a long service of distinction to the college are honored with the title Emeritus. It is with the approval of the President and the endorsement of the Board of Trustees, and with great pleasure that we honor Karen L. Friesa, Ph.D., and Joseph M. Kazmarchik, D.O., M.Ph., M.B.A., F.A.C.O.O.G., as this year's Professor Emeritus. It is with great appreciation for their many, many years of dedicated service and in recognition of their exceptional careers, PCOM is proud to bestow the title Emeritus Professor upon Dr. Friesa and Dr. Kazmarchik. Dr. Friesa could not be with us today to accept her award, but was awarded at the dinner dance the other night. Dr. Kazmarchik, can you please come forward? Since Dr. Joseph M. Kazmarchik, D.O. 82, retired as the Vice Dean of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine program, he has continued to bring distinction and honor to the college by receiving 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards. In 2023, Dr. Kazmarchik was the first osteopathic physician to receive the Association of Professors of Gynecology and Obstetrics Lifetime Achievement Award. That same year, Lycoming College awarded Dr. Kazmarchik the Angela R. Kite Outstanding Alumnus. Dr. Kazmarchik's impressive bio is available comprehensively written in our program. Joe, thank you so much for your dedicated service.
To the middle. Mr. Gravina, I present Jay Wright to receive at your hand the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. The doctoral citation reads as follows. Whereas Mr. Wright, a native of Churchville, Pennsylvania, was an inductee into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame following a 28-year head coaching career, and whereas Mr. Wright, after retiring as the William B. Finneran Endowed Head men's basketball coach, was the all-time wins leader of Villanova University's program in a remarkable era that stretched across 21 seasons and included a pair of NCAA national championships. And Mr. Wright ensured that every athlete who spent 4 years in the basketball program earned a Villanova degree, and was the former coach to 12 players who became NBA draft picks and the Nova Knicks. Whereas Mr. Wright today serves Villanova University as a special assistant to President Reverend Peter Donahue, where he is involved in fundraising, advising, and education initiatives. And Mr. Wright was named the Associated Press Men's College Basketball Coach of the Decade, 2010 to 2020, and is a 6-time winner of the Big East Coach of the Year Award. And Mr. Wright and his wife Patty, parents of 3 adult children, were both honored in 2017 with the inaugural St. Augustine Medal, an award that is given by the Augustinian province and that aligns with the intellectual tradition that is the cornerstone of Villanova University's academic community. And where Mr. Wright served as assistant coach for the United States during their gold medal win at the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo, also led the USA to the gold medal at the World University Games during his extensive work with USA Basketball from 1995 to 2021. And Mr. Wright is a New York Times bestselling author who made his debut as a college basketball analyst for TNT and CBS Sports in 2022, and with his wife Patty was honored by the Philadelphia chapter of Coaches vs. Cancer in 2023. Mr. Wright holds a bachelor's degree from Bucknell University, where he played on the basketball team, and in 2022, he was twice awarded the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, from his alma mater and from Villanova University. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine hereby salutes Jay Wright, whose work on and off the basketball court embodies the pinnacle of professional accomplishment, a long-standing commitment to academic excellence, and a passion for community engagement. And that the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine hereby confer upon Jay Wright the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, this 24th day of May, 2024.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you, J. Wright, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
It is now my privilege and honor to invite Dr. J. Wright to deliver the commencement address.
Good afternoon. Board of Trustees, President Feldstein, honored guests, esteemed faculty, family members, and friends of these inspirational graduates, most importantly, the magnificent PCOM graduating class of 2024. It is an honor to be a part of your graduation ceremony. To the deans, faculty members, I've been connected to your wisdom through your impact on our community. Your alumni and your friends who are family, your graduates who are family friends. I'm in awe of your talent, your intellect, expertise, and on behalf of the entire Philadelphia community, I'm grateful for your commitment and passion that has enabled PCOM to celebrate its 125th year of advancing the health of our communities and inspiring great physicians and health professionals to lead us into the future. Congratulations, and thank you to all of you. Dr. Feldstein, thank you for inviting me, and I assure you that I will cherish my honorary PCOM degree and take pride in being connected to this amazing class of 2024 forever. Thank you very much. During my coaching career, PCOM was where the Philadelphia 76ers practiced. Everyone in the basketball world knew PCOM because the Sixers practiced here, and actually PCOM and the Philadelphia 76ers were ahead of their time in connecting a professional sports team to an elite medical college. Many of my visits to the PCOM campus were really to watch the best professional basketball players and learn from coaches like Doc Rivers, Doug Collins, Larry Brown, legends of the sport. So PCOM was a learning institution for me at the highest level of basketball. When I told some of my basketball colleagues that I was speaking at PCOM, they said to me, the Sixers aren't at PCOM anymore. And I said, no, I'm actually speaking as the commencement speaker for the actual doctoral and postgraduate candidates. I'm the commencement speaker. They said, whoa, look at you. That's impressive. So I'm also grateful, Dr. Feldstein, for you providing me with this honor and incredible professional basketball street credibility. More importantly, I feel so humbled to actually be a part of the true grand mission of this honorable institution, to be here as a commencement speaker and to be among the legends of osteopathic medical education, the faculty, the administration of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, and most importantly, to be amongst the brightest and most talented graduates in the field of medicine and healthcare. So thank you for including me in this magnificent event and as a part of this prestigious family. And I specifically use the word family because our goal in building our Villanova basketball culture was to build a family. We wanted our student athletes to care about each other, be loyal to each other for a lifetime, like a family. Our goal in 2021, when we put together the gold medal Olympic team, was to build a family. We were playing the best teams in the world. The international teams played for their countries together from the age of 12. As the USA basketball team, we had about 40 days where we lived together away from our families, and our goal was to still simply learn not only how to beat France or Brazil by running our plays, but our goal was to learn how to care about each other so when times got tough on the court, that we actually listened to each other, cared about each other, and sacrificed for each other. I've spent time with many members of the PCOM community. Tom Gravina, the chairman, is a very good friend, and we've spoken often about his passion for the mission and his pride in the students and faculty. Dr. Feldstein has actually attended Villanova basketball practice. He's eaten dinner with our team, and we discussed the teamwork of students, the loyalty of the faculty. I discussed with our family friend and proud 2023 grad, Kendall Schatzel, now a DO doing her residency in Wilmington, Delaware, about the commitment of her professors, the camaraderie of fellow DO classmates. I spoke with your 2024 class president, Megan Sullivan. She elicited a pride in all of her colleagues, in every program, and their commitment to living life for others. Each person had a different role here at PCOM. What really impressed me, every one of them mentioned the characteristics of the PCOM family. When they talked about their experience in the tenure at the school, family was at the key. The basis of family is to love, care, and sacrifice for one another. Love the whole person, strengths and weaknesses, because they're a family, they're connected to you. At this young age, it is so impressive to me that you've chosen to look at the world as your family. You've chosen to commit your life to others. You chose to be educated at PCOM, where you were expertly instructed to care for the whole person, but also to advance health care in diverse communities and to become leaders in your community. You are experts in osteopathic medicine, pharmacy, education, research, scholarship, science, many other selfless fields represented here today. But you realize it's not about you. You're committed to serving others, and I want to urge you to stay true to this commitment in your professional career. Like you, I've recently completed one phase of my life, and I'm now beginning a new chapter. I had a fulfilling career as a coach. I had some success, much like you've enjoyed the success of getting your DO, doctorate degree, or graduate degree. So no matter what success we've all had, we're starting anew. And for the first time now, I'm an assistant to the president, TV broadcaster. I'm on the advisory board of a global bank, UBS. I still find myself in uncomfortable situations where I have the same doubts, insecurities, and questions I had when I started coaching. What I've learned from my first career in coaching is to stand on my own core values and use my own definition of success and failure. When we leave here today, we're all judged by the world on whether we win or lose, whether we're a success or a failure. Our most important challenge is not to measure up to the world's version of success. Our next challenge is to create our own basic core values. We must have a clear definition of our own success and failure. I'm urging you, stay committed to your selfless family ideals that are so much a part of you today. Dare to be different from what we see in the world today and create your own path and core values that are uniquely yours. As health professionals, it's important you share with society your wisdom and expertise. Social media and mainstream media are important to our society, but I implore you to avoid using social media to define your success or establish your core values. Keep in mind the 19th century American poet Henry David Thoreau. His quote was, "Most men live lives of quiet desperation." When you're comparing your life or your professional success to everyone's perfectly produced moments on TikTok, don't do it. Dare to be different. I'm not saying don't engage in social media. Hey, I'm on Twitter too, @CoachJWright. What I'm saying is evaluating your personal and professional success and developing your core values, trust in the ideals that led you to a care-based and service-based idea of what you're going to do in the world, and as you think of the well-being of others. At Villanova, our core values of how we played basketball coincided in how we wanted to live our lives. We used a triangle divided into 4 sections, and we used that to identify how our values were connected to one another. At the bottom of the triangle, it said hard, then it said together as we went up the triangle, then it said smart and pride at the top. We wanted to play basketball every day, hard, together, smart, and with pride in the name on the front of our jersey, not the back of our jersey. It's most important that our core values at work are consistent with how we live our lives. I'm asking you to consider how these core values translate to your journey in life. Our core values as players is how we wanted to live. We look at hard. We wanted to live hard. Work hard every day. Bring enthusiasm and your best effort to everything you do. Take initiative. Be a leader. That's your foundation. Then together, above that, live your life for others. Think of how your actions affect others. It's not all about us. Be a kind person. And then smart is next. Live smart. Be a lifetime learner. Never stop growing. Always be open to new ideas. And finally, at the top, we have pride. Take pride in being a part of something bigger than yourself rather than focusing on your own personal glory. Pass on your knowledge to others. These were the core values that guided our play on the court as well as our journey through life. We never evaluated ourselves by the world's definition of success, which are wins, losses, national rankings, championships, but we evaluate ourselves by our commitment to our core values. Be prepared in your personal life and your professional life to evaluate yourself by your own core values. The world will define us as winners or losers, and we must have a plan to confront the praise and criticism that come with that. The one thing I can guarantee you, as successful as you all are and as accomplished as you are, we will fail. It's a part of our journey. But failure is a great opportunity for all of us. It will never get comfortable for you, but it's a great opportunity to control your response. Our controlled response is our attitude. Let me share a personal story I'm sure we can relate to. I was a good high school basketball player right here in Philadelphia. I got recruited to play at Bucknell University. In my freshman year, we came back here to St. Joe to play at St. Joe. And all my high school buddies came to see me play in the game. I was just a freshman. Probably wasn't going to get into the game. I knew that. But they knew me as a high school star, and they came to see me play. So I was sitting at the end of the bench, and in the second half, my friends who were sitting up in the stands came to see me play, started chanting, "We want right." So I knew I wasn't getting into the game. They kept getting louder as the game went on. "We want right." And as the game went on, we were down 12, and they were chanting louder and louder towards the end of the game. "We want right. We want right." And I saw the coach come down towards the end of the bench looking at me, and I thought, this might work. So he walked down, and they're still chanting, "We want right." And he looked over at me, he said, "Right," and I stood up and I ripped off my warm-up top. He said, "Go up there and see what they want." I failed. I wasn't good enough. I was embarrassed. We've all been there, and we will be there again. This was an opportunity to take responsibility for my situation, blame no one, learn, grow, and come back the next day with a positive attitude. Your attitude is your most valuable characteristic. This has been the cornerstone of Villanova basketball. We don't control our innate intelligence, our size, our looks, or any of the God-given talents. We do control our attitude. We can all have a positive attitude. It's a choice we have every day. It gives us the courage to never fear failure. If we do fail, it's an opportunity for us to display and express our positive attitude and inspire others. We don't control what happens to us in life, but we do control our attitude. Class of 2024, you've already exhibited the attitude necessary for attacking the journey of life. The DOs started year one with virtual instruction. They were secluded, spent many hours on their own. In a complex world of intense politics, inflation, social media, everyone here endured the rigors of elite postgraduate study with their own personal challenges. All of you are here to reach this crowning moment today. You've defined your own success. You've inspired all of us. You are talented. You're going to follow your core values. You have a strong work ethic. You've committed yourself to others. You are lifetime learners, and you cherish being a part of your community. Therefore, you will enjoy success. Be prepared to manage success. In 2016 and 2018, our teams won the national championship. After both games, we huddled in the solace of our locker room, and we were grateful to God. We knew we didn't have control of the outcome, only our attitude and our effort. We always reference The Stonecutter, a poem by Jacob Riis. I look at a stonecutter hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet at the 101st blow, it will split in two. And I know it was not that last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. We always reminded ourselves, with any success comes the humility of knowing all the sacrifice and work that came before. We want to be humble in success and share it with everyone, no matter how small their part. There are two kinds of people in the world: those who are humble and those who are about to be. We want to always remain humble and hungry to grow and improve. We confront the self-aggrandizing that comes with praise and prevents us from being lifetime learners. Look around today at your parents, partners, friends, mentors who have all helped you hammer at the rock to see it split in two today. Take the time to be humble and acknowledge that they were working alongside you each step of the way. Remain humble today and hungry to take on your new career challenges tomorrow. As I conclude, I must say, I admire your lifetime commitment to advance healthcare in our world, to commit yourselves to our communities. I wish I could have had you all on my teams. You are selfless, passionate, intelligent, and your humility is what makes you guys champions. I implore you to go beyond your practices. Don't let the world tell you what's right. Trust your PCOM training, your holistic care, your holistic view of our world. Trust your core values. We need champions like you to be more than just doctors, but leaders in our world. Class of 2024, keep your eyes on your future. It is so bright. Value the precious present as you approach each day with a positive attitude. But never forget where you came from. You are your family's pride and joy, and you are PCOM's gift to the world. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Now, Dr. Wright. This new degree doesn't give you access to the OR, okay? So if you get called to the OR, I would defer. Okay? Stick with the courts. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the individual program deans who will each address their respective graduates. First, Dr. Peter Biddy, Dean and Chief Academic Officer of the Osteopathic Medicine Program, will address the DO class of 2024, followed by Dr. Stephanie Falgois, Interim Dean, School of Professional and Applied Psychology, and then Dr. Gregory McDonald, Dean of the School of Health Sciences.
Give me 1 minute. I just got to go to the right page. So I truly apologize for the crutches. I knew that I had to follow Coach and now Dr. Wright, and I didn't think I could, so I tore my Achilles to get sympathy laughs and applause. at any moment. Also, I'm Italian and I talk with my hands, so this is going to be even harder to do. But I just want to thank everybody, especially Dr. Feldstein, Mr. Gravina, the Board of Trustee members, students, faculty, and families for having me here today. It's truly an honor, and I am so excited to be able to experience this moment with you. I was not going to miss this for the world, whether I injured myself or not. Usually graduation speeches revolve around advice, counseling, praise, gratitude, sprinkling some excitement, and I promise I'm going to do all of those things, hopefully, but I also want to give you the gift of brevity. I know you're not here to listen to me, and at the same time, I think you want to go celebrate this awesome occasion, and I would like to prevent you from hitting shore traffic in doing so on a Friday. So I might be outing myself as a Philadelphian, but frankly, I told you I'd give you some counsel as well. So today is just an amazing day. I stole this line from Dr. Golden in her South Georgia speech, but think about it. You walked in these doors as students, and in about an hour, you're going to be walking out as a doctor. This is a big deal. This does not happen every day. Now, I want to give you a little bit of advice. This unfortunately comes with a lot of responsibility, because your family members are now going to bug you. They're going to say, I want prescriptions, I want some medical advice. And you can't just say, I'm a student. You're technically a doctor now, so you have to do these types of things. But in my effort to be brief, I was kind of racking my brain on how do I approach talking about this? So I did what most of us did. I think about useless ways that I memorize medical knowledge. So when you think about it, specialties have triads for everything. We have Beck's triad, Virchow's triad, Charcot's triad, Cushing's triad, the unhappy triad, and I think everybody remembers the reactive arthritis triad. I can't pee, I can't see, I can't climb a tree. So at the same time, I thought, let me give you the graduation triad. So it'll just be three things. So first is gratitude. This is one, it's pure and simple. It's a thank you to you. Thank you for all you have done, and will continue to do. Over the past 4 years, we've lived and worked through some of the most unnerving and unknown conditions I've ever experienced in my lifetime. And you've helped bring PCOM through this, and none of it would have been possible without you and everyone in this room. I'm so proud to know that you're going to be the people taking care of me and my family when I'm in a time of need, and knowing that you're from PCOM with the most amazing training and clinical prowess, I know I'm going to be in good hands. Second is caution. It's a little scary the first time you get out there, I promise you. But don't worry, you're really not. You're never alone. You know the knowledge. You have your colleagues, your friends, your mentors. They're just a phone call away, and you're an integral part of our medical family. So you're never going to be alone. You're no longer the student. You're actually going to be the resident teaching the students, and frankly, you're not that far away from being an attending. It's all part of the medical training. We've all been through it, and I can't think of any better people that are more prepared to do it than you. Last is an invitation. Just continue to be you. Your class had everything plus the kitchen sink thrown at it. And at every point, at every adversity, well, what did you do? You crushed it every single time. No one can take that away from you because you're resilient. You can't teach that no matter how hard we try. You have to hone it in yourself, and you've done that at every single occasion. And you're going to use it again when times get tough. Even if you just need a little pick-me-up when you're on a month of night float, don't worry, you've got it in you. And if not, everybody in this room, all of your family and myself, we're just a phone call away, and we'll get you through it as well. So with that being said, I promised I'd be brief. I want to thank you for giving me the honor of speaking to you today and being your dean. I could not think of a better job in the entire world, and it's 100% because of all of you and everyone behind me in this room. I'm so glad to celebrate this momentous occasion. And please let me be one of the first to say, congratulations, doctors. And now Dr. Felgoise will provide her remarks.
Good afternoon. Actually, great afternoon. Dr. Feldstein, Dr. Gravina, Board of Trustee members, students, faculty, staff, families, and loved ones. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I stand before you today on behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Professional and Applied Psychology to extend a warm welcome to the graduates, proud family members, significant others, and distinguished guests. Commemorating the momentous occasion of graduation naturally gives pause for reflection on the remarkable journey and exceptional accomplishments that brought you to this day. You have each demonstrated unparalleled determination in pursuit of your academic goals. From hours of hands-on experience to innovative research projects and capstones, you have demonstrated a profound commitment to advancing your respective fields and improving the lives of others, advocating for underserved populations, engaging in interprofessional, holistic healthcare, and leveraging your unique skills to address complex challenges. Your dedication, passion, and perseverance are celebrated today in the culmination of your tireless efforts. With talk about what you have done and what you will do, I ask the graduates to pause and engage in a mindful moment, to be fully present in this moment. As a clinical psychologist, I call upon you to think about your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors as you sit here in your ceremonial robes among family, friends, colleagues, and the PCOM community. Use your 5 senses to cement this moment in your minds. For instance, look around with intention at your loved ones and your colleagues. Listen keenly to the words of wisdoms and well wishes bestowed upon you. Feel the sensation of your caps and gowns that you have full-heartedly earned. Hold on to and cherish the ceremonial recognition of your accomplishments in obtaining the knowledge, skills, and positive attitudes of your disciplines and professions. Hold on to this day and these moments to draw upon them in the future, to remind yourself of what you are capable of accomplishing, knowing individually the sacrifices and choices you have made to arrive here, and the kindness and support you have received from others for which you may be grateful and can reciprocate or offer to others in the future. In a world where their need for leaders, educators, psychological and counseling expertise, and positive psychology has never been greater, your roles are more important than ever. I encourage you to carry forward the lessons that you have learned while at PCOM. Remember the importance of collaboration, communication, and empathy. Continue to push the boundaries of knowledge while being confident and yet transparent in your roles and responsibilities to engage in ethical practice. Seek out diverse perspectives, respect your fiduciary duties, and keep sight of the human element in your work. I hope your education, this ceremony, and all that you have achieved will inspire you to strive to do the best each day. Believe in yourselves, trust in your abilities, and keep sight of your dreams. And personally, I hope for each and every one of you that your career is as personally fulfilling as mine has been and continues to be. On behalf of the School of Professional Applied Psychology, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our graduates for choosing PCOM as your professional home and enriching our community. We are immensely proud of all of you and all that you have accomplished and excited about your future. I am grateful and honored to have been a part of your educational journeys, and am excited to wish you the warmest congratulations, graduates. Finally, I invite Dr. Gregory McDonald to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Felgois. Welcome, graduates, family and friends, faculty and staff, Dr. Coach Wright. Now, and I want to, as a Villanova graduate, 1985, I want to thank you for continuing that great basketball tradition at one of my other fine alma maters, and including PCOM. I am Dr. Greg McDonald. I am the Dean of the School of Health Sciences here at PCOM. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to celebrate the Biomedical Science, Forensic Science, and Physician Assistant Studies class of 2024. I want to take a moment to recognize each and every one of you. Some of you started your program during the early onset of the COVID pandemic. Others started during and after we returned to some semblance of normality. But you've each been able to, in relatively short periods, embrace novel methods of learning, of teaching, of participating in clinical rotations, and yet you are sitting here now as a class of 2024. 2024. In the past few years, there were moments of uncertainty and a myriad of unknowns. There is not a lot of time to reflect on your life, to check in with family, friends, to reflect on the world, and certainly it was challenging. But now you have a foundation, a PCOM education, a very strong foundation, each and every graduate from each and every school here. And tomorrow, as you go out into the world, you are going to find out how strong that foundation really is. How you conduct yourself will define who you are and what you stand for. No matter what obstacles you will face, never forget the obstacles that you have overcome. You all rose to meet these challenges and expectations in a dignified and professional manner, and for this, you should be incredibly proud. You all have the education and the skills necessary to take on what is to come tomorrow. You will have challenges, but please do not shy away from these moments. They may seem difficult, but there are also opportunities and new possibilities hidden in those challenges. We need your technological skills and humanity now more than ever. Be bold, be wise, do not let your guard down. Use the same tenacity that you succeeded with at PCOM and apply it into the workplace, your community, your country, and ultimately the world as a whole. I, for one, look forward to living in the world that you create, where we can all live in a safe, healthy, diverse, and inclusive society. Good luck, class of 2024. At this time, we will have the presentation of degrees in course and the final roll call of all the graduates. The presentation of the degrees in course will be led by Dr. Biddy, Dr. Felgois, and myself. Dr. Veit, I welcome you to the podium.
Would the candidates in the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine please rise? President Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for the degree Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree of these candidates.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I know it's hard, but you can now be seated.
Would all candidates in the School of Professional and Applied Psychology please rise? President Feldstein, I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology, and Doctor of Psychology in School Psychology, Educational Specialist, Master of Science in Applied Behavioral Analysis, Master of Science in Applied Positive Psychology, Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling, Master of Science in Organizational Development and Leadership, Master of Science in Public Health Management, and Master of Science in School Psychology, as established by the faculty and the Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree of these candidates.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degrees Doctor of Philosophy and Educational Psychology, Doctor of Psychology and Clinical Psychology, and Doctor of Psychology and School Psychology. Educational Specialist, Master of Science in Applied Behavioral Analysis, Master of Science in Applied Positive Psychology, Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling, Master of Science in Organizational Development and Leadership, Master of Science in Public Health Management, and Master of Science in School Psychology as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Class, you may now be seated. Dr. McDonald.
Would all the candidates in the School of Health Sciences please rise? President Feldstein. I have the honor to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for their degrees: Master of Science in Biomedical Science, Master of Science in Forensic Medicine, Master of Science in Health Sciences, Physician Assistant Studies, as established by the faculty and Board of Trustees. I present them, sir, on recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Board of Trustees to receive at your hand the degree of these candidates.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the degrees Master of Science in Biomedical Science, Master of Science in Forensic Medicine, Master of Science in Health Sciences, Physician's Assistant Studies, as earned, with all rights, titles, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
You may now be seated.
Thank you, Deans. The PCOM classes of 2024 will now answer their final collegial roll call. Will the first row from the DO class please rise and approach the stand? Physicians who have immediate family members in the graduating class, please take your place in the hooding platform. We ask that our guests remain seated. Staff photographers will be capturing the graduates as they cross the stage. And may I ask the audience to please hold their applause until the last graduate has been hooded, maybe. Dr. Biddy will hood the graduates with assistance from the clinical faculty from the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Biddy and the hooding faculty, please take your place on the platforms.
Isabella Marie Alvarado. Joshua Jordan Anderson. Ian Mitchell Arevalo. Michael Francis Avalon III. Sarah Rachel Blatt. Anthony Kieran Borsich. Anthony Louis Capolino. Anthony Richard Caruso. Ketki Neeraj Chenoy. Vasiv Chodasetti. Sean Patrick Cleary. Carlo Emil Comia. Tara Janelle Egan. Emily Annabelle Thoman. Nathan Fishman. Connor Patrick Flatley. Kevin Ainella. Karan Bir Johal. Parnika Kapoor. Hannah Grace Carr. Thomas Florian Curlin Jr. Bianca Lakai. Rachel Lammy. Sonia Bell Levine. Daniel Scott Lippy. Caroline Bellamy Loratan. Paulina Chelly Lowry. Gabriella Anna Manila. Connor Maxwell. Chase Connell McKevitt. Brad Miskovich. Hannah Molk. Stephanie Eileen Moreno.
Dr. Gabriella Anna
Maura
Mania.
Catherine Mulholland. Frederick Orizu Chukwuka Okoye III.
Dr. Ashley Nicole Olenjinsky. Dr. Michael Anthony Olenjinsky, Jr. Dr. Olivia Michelle Orris. Dr. James Anthony Petrera. Dr. Devin Noel Player. Dr. Christy Miriam Polycarp. Dr. Erica Rose Redman. Dr. Madison Renner. Dr. Peter Vincent Rovito. Dr. Andrew Mitchell Schumacher. Dr. Shuchi Segal. Dr. Kristen Smith. Dr. Manata Song. Dr. Sarah J. Song, Dr. Nicholas Spiropoulos, Dr. Zinya Hossein Talukdar, Dr. Percy Techi, Dr. Evan Lorton Tooker, Dr. Florence Ann Sepenyuk, Dr. Jacqueline Elizabeth Turner, Dr. Kristen Vallone, Dr. Michael Edward Vasolis, Dr. Pankari Walia, Dr. Catherine Marie Wastella, Dr. Rebecca E. Wiener, Dr. Stephen Alexander Wiener, Dr. Rashawn Williams, Dr. Shirley Ann Woltz, Dr. Ioannis Dimitri Zerifos,
We should, unless there's an orange card.
Dr. Andre James Fick, Dr. Ari Yosef, Dr. Dara Michelle Grobman, Dr. Rachel J. Epstein, Dr. Haley Lynn O'Malley, Dr. Sarah Saar, Dr. James Rudolph, Dr. Dominic Farina, Dr. Christopher Joseph Davis, Dr. Eric D. Cyphers, Dr. Morgan Elizabeth Decker, Dr. Kevin Daniel Corcoran, Dr. Matthew James Douglas, Dr. Kelly Marie Schultz, Dr. Shreya Dandumala, Dr. Nicole Bellamorich, Dr. Dante Michael Benincasa, Dr. Kelsey Marie White, Dr. Catherine Ann Donnelly, Dr. Hannah Elizabeth Rusinko, Dr. Hannah Gail Griffiths, Dr. Michael Anthony Giannoni Jr., Dr. Amanda Rachel Gofredo, Dr. Adam Mark Hawkins, Dr. Madison May Heck, Dr. Caitlin Rose Dubell.
Go ahead. Dr. Kristen Nicole Vanat Zimmerman.
Dr. Jeffrey Gregory Wojciechowski. Dr. Nathaniel Nievling. Dr. Megan Kathleen Zacher. Dr. Michael Anthony DeCarli. Dr. Mary Catherine Decker. Dr. Kimberly Wood Townsend. Dr. Noelle Elizabeth Panaccia. Dr. Dara Depesh Patel. Dr. Anna Claire Nowak. Dr. Olivia Louise Chase. Dr. Brooke Chappell. Dr. Demetria Ariadne Rule. Dr. Ruby Grace Kelly. Dr. Veronica West. Dr. George Thomas Taylor III. Dr. Brad Everett. Dr. Joseph E. Radakovitz. Dr. Joshua Paisley. Dr. Diani Winnie Huang. Dr. Asha Elise Jacob. Dr. Coco Jordan Thomas. Dr. Navan Shah.
Dr. Sarah Ha.
Dr. Erin Elizabeth Hart. Dr. Thomas James Stavola. Dr. Claudio Dominic Villardo. Dr. Bradley John Chatterton. Dr. Denise Chen. Dr. Manuel Neto. Dr. Maya Mira Korsenga. Dr. Sarah Staskowitz. Dr. Nazia Notion. Dr. Matthew Philip Momjen. Dr. Aaron Lee Carter. Dr. Samikcha Ariel. Dr. Jenna Michelle Rapone. Dr. Stephen Lee. Dr. Bhavana Aita. Dr. James Woodrow Wamsley. Dr. Brianna Dubois Ward. Dr. DeAndre King. Dr. Agustin Tomas Marti. Dr. Rushab Shailesh Kamdar. Dr. Mia Sims. Dr. Emily Marie Cheney. Dr. Luke Simonera. Dr. Emma Louise Long. Dr. Rachel Christine Calkins. Dr. Matthew Dubé Still. Dr. Mitchell Reed Crane. Dr. Aaron Richard Nelson. Dr. Peter Mabula Ndaro. Dr. Ali Naderi. Dr. Deep Patel. Dr. Kevin Michael Cover. Dr. Shivangi Ajay Butt. Dr. Christopher Eaton. Dr. Catherine Abigail Baldwin. Dr. Gabrielle Ruby Capiro. Dr. Brenna Mary Cannon.
Dr. Julia Ann Dubinsky.
Dr. Seth Borchainer. Dr. Gabriella Borodonsky. Dr. Rebecca Elizabeth Sheriff. Dr. Lydia Grace Frenzel Solyak. Dr. Tina Simon. Dr. Kaylee Van Duzer. Dr. Begum H. Slaya. Dr. Victoria Lena Ung. Dr. An N. Lay. Dr. Catherine Lin. Dr. Kaylor Kellyanne Gordon. Dr. Ashanafi Mebratu Zode. Dr. John Ray Spikes II. Dr. Gifty Barfi. Dr. Joseph Aaron Dabney. Dr. Waleed Chaudhry. Dr. Olufela Sean Koleosho. Dr. Patrick Andrew Frick. Dr. David Alexander Siremans. Dr. Marshall Isaac Rosenberg. Dr. Scott Edward Rosen. Dr. Yayoi Kumata. Dr. Anugraha Svetlana Kuti. Dr. John Gilligan. Dr. Avery Nicholas Ferreira. Dr. Larissa Kavetsky-Moravyev. Dr. Gurpreet Kaur. Dr. Emma Virginia Cruz. Dr. Charles Joseph Poli. Dr. Courtney Alicia Higgins. Dr. Karti Jayakumar. Dr. Adona Pieterjoka. Dr. Mary Madison Callahan. Dr. Tammy Nicole Hill. Dr. Ariana Sonia Gray. Dr. Rachel Esther Dorothy Mfon. Dr. Latifa Adiola Olawore. Dr. Ophelia Oko. Dr. Sundiata Yvonne Marie Anasius. Dr. Henry Peter Burke. Dr. T.J. Kelly. Dr. David Lahijani. Dr. Nathan Stephen Alspa. Dr. Eric Boxer. Dr. Baron Luke Lincoln II. Dr. Curtis Martin Pers. Dr. Stephen Michael Musio. Dr. Rodney E. Morrison, Jr. Dr. Tala Morabet. Dr. Monica Anfe Villegas. Dr. Megan Catherine Sullivan. Dr. Caroline Louise Buckholtz, Dr. Caroline Lawless, Dr. Amanda Elizabeth Bond, Dr. Julia May Lee Burns, Dr. Dara Tolchin, Dr. Carolyn Elizabeth Stickley, Dr. Zachary James Stewart, Dr. Madison Nicole Tanis, Dr. Christopher Joseph Talone, Dr. Abigail Elizabeth Van Gorder, Dr. Gabriela Maria Diaz, Dr. Devin Page DeSante, Dr. Kristen Lee Price, Dr. John Major Thomas, Dr. Karen Ruiz Aragon, Dr. Kara Evans, Dr. Alexander Louis Facati, Dr. Colin Mooney, Dr. Benjamin Harris Moran, Dr. Tiffany Scotto, Dr. Ju Yun Kim, Dr. Zoe Marla Beausoleil, Dr. Matthew James Becerra, Dr. Ellis Jeremy Bloom, Dr. Robert Seth Pinches, Dr. Christopher Geronimo Pinto, Dr. Matthew Sanborn, Dr. John Victor Sagrati III,
Now is the time to present the School of Professional and Applied Psychology, class of 2024. Dr. Felgois will hood the graduates with assistance from the faculty and the School of Professional and Applied Psychology and psychologists who have immediate family members in the doctorate graduating classes. Hooders, now please take your place on the hooding platform. And I'd like to say shout-outs are very, very welcomed.
Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, Dr. Michelle Elizabeth Kane, Dr. Naomi Morissette, Dr. Erica Bayless, Dr. Marissa Nicole Kimmel, Dr. Mary Jean Strong, Dr. Jacqueline Atieno Oluach, Dr. Tracy Ruth Shuley, Dr. Alicia Gialanella, Dr. Matthew James Davis, Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology, Dr. Michael Wade Kostelnik, Dr. Morgan M. Hagner, Dr. Jennifer Hallie Knack, Dr. Janessa Raylene Brown, Dr. Nicole Marie Fusco, Dr. Anjana Mombrun, Dr. Thaisa Rivera, Dr. Paulina Syracuse, Dr. Claudia Bialy, Dr. Anna Podrasky, Dr. Emily Helene Fanick, Dr. Morgan Nicole Baer, Dr. Caitlin Marie Anderson, Dr. Jessica Lamont George, Dr. Emmy Velasquez Santiago, Dr. Marissa Leib, Dr. Melissa Ann Brennan,
Dr. Emily Ann Stover,
Dr. Wilson Malicio Albarracin, Dr. Corey Correa Khalil Adams, Dr. Catherine Blasi, Dr. Jennifer Lynn Milor, Dr. Marissa Ferrito, Dr. Nora Fahad Al-Dossari, Dr. Zachary Thomas DePasquale, Dr. Anastasia Skleros, Doctor of Psychology in School Psychology,
Dr. Emily Height, Dr. Olga Bellardi, Dr.
Alyssa Henry, Educational Specialist in School Psychology, Hazel Cespedes, Tamia White, Dominique Pendleton, Kayla Nitka, Emily Wanko, Rachel Elizabeth Ward, Jessica Dopsovic, Alessandra Buzad, Alexa Nicole Fisher, Maria Smith, Vincent M. Scordia,
Madeline Page Moore,
Carlene Bridget Rutherford,
Morgan Thomas,
Anya Mary Kotsopoulos, Amanda Hawthorne,
Applied Behavioral Analysis,
Louisa Smythe Lupo, Brittany Judith Huerta, Master of Science in Applied Behavioral Analysis, Master of Science in Applied Positive Psychology, Rachel Rebecca Hutchins, Layla Ojagir, Robin Manhalter, Samantha Lee Wright Davis, Marcella Martins Kraft, Dina Catherine Ramadan, Kristen N.M. Johnson, William Harrison Collins, Madeline Schnitzler, Jordan Nicole Fenton, Christina Rose Jones, Dylan Robert Mitchell, Serena E. H. Chisholm, Madison Page Mateo, Tahira Thurmond, Nicole Hebert, Patricia Morris, Teresa Victoria Guerra, Lance Jeremiah Grant,
Latasha Boding.
Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling, Ella Feeney Callahan Campbell, Alyssa McDougall, Victoria Shaw, Margaret Carell, Miranda Nicole Zink, Christina Crivelli,
Emily Beata Strayer.
Matthew Joseph Daly, Leanne Christine Fow, William Edward Summers III, Joshua Phillip, Bryce Ryan Becker, Robert Gervasi III, Jill Lauren Rubenstein, Carly Marie Patterson, Victoria Rose Phantom, Jessica O'Neill Carswell, Deanna Jade Wilkerson, Emma R. Deckup, Kaylee Gilston, Sarah Amber Khan, Christina Nicole Argerakis, Emily Elizabeth Pomrinka, Master of Science in Nonprofit Leadership and Population Health Management, Erica Obeng, Barbara Kamusinga Mendez, Sylvia Vankpana Pei, Sayu Cole, Samuel Clarence Parker, Tangela Denise Williams, Debbie Nana Amanyako, Elizabeth Brickle,
Baba Shola Henry Bayo.
Kayulani Giles, Ramon Dunnigan, Lisa Rarick, Sandra Himes, Tori Lynn Taylor, Nina Lucia Goins. Teresa Wilson Fall. Siobhan Bianca Jackson. Geneva Tawanda Brooks. Jessica M. Locker. Maya Caprice Johnson Haynes. Master of Science in Organizational Development and Leadership, Allison Lehman. Claire Kennedy. Montgomery Canna.
Ben Kamara.
Jennifer Marie Herrera. Alexandra Sharp. Dwana Denise Barnes. Master of Science in Public Health Management and Administration, Joseph T. Tran.
School of Health Sciences,
Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences, James Michael Latch. Colton Allen Graham. Cameron Stinson. Orhan Durrani. Simran Shah. Iman Sarwat Amer. Caitlin Courtney O'Boyle. Anaga Kramadati. Karishma Mona Patel.
Wei Nai. Daniela Silva Rivera. Rebecca Diane Pund. Kenneth Liang. Ashley Pezza. Megan McCall. Mo Thiri Thu.
Kiara Mulvihill. Winchell Jocelyn. Emily Lynn Korf. Marissa Ann Farrell.
Imani Nyla Weidman.
Master of Science in Forensic Medicine, Vanessa Tatiana Lopez Campos. Ashley Nicole Wyckoff. Jonathan Eisner. Brianna Marie Bocella. Radia Bea. Ashley Brianna Johnson. Shanna Marie Davis, Alexandra Jean Fortino, Jessica Conk, Master of Science in Health Sciences, Physician Assistant Studies, Brian Yang, Kayla Addiser, Rita Ali, Ryan Anzalone, Riley Megan Booth, Julie Alexa Bowers, Anwin Blythe Brock, Ashley Lucille Dahl, Caitlin Michelle Dean, Christine Doe, Stephanie Donahue, Elena Lee Dubiel, Rachel Lorraine Dunn, Natalie Everett, Olivia Mackenzie Flink, Melissa Gillis, Marnie Elizabeth Granzo, Lexi Gregor, Alexis DeLynn Holiday, Rachel Alexandra Kligger, Ashley C. Coombe, Hannah Danielle Labouliere, Alicia Marie Larson, Jennifer Liang, Abria Kalari Little, Alexandra Grace Luxardo, Corinne Noel McBride, Olivia Renee Mancini, Robert Owen McCafferty, Kelsey Lynn Wolfe, Shannon Wenter, Kayla Webb, Wendy Wax, Timothy Richard Von Seth,
Daniel Mantell,
Gabrielle Ava Toro, Zachary Samuel Thorogood, Devin Rachel Stevens, Venicia Sanchez, Caitlin Devin Rudman, Lauren Taylor Rose, Nadia Renee Romanchuk, Frida Pereira, Tangnika Miracle Wynn, Gareth Richard Peace, Leslie Mora Ojeda,
Would all of the graduates please stand? I present to you the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine graduates from the classes of 2024. Congratulations, you have achieved your goal.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, Dr. Paul LaPointe, the PCOM Alumni Association President, will lead the Osteopathic Medicine graduates in the Osteopathic Oath.
Graduates, please stand to read aloud the Osteopathic Oath with me as I read it. The oath can be found in the very back of the program. Let's begin. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I'm about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though I may be asked. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation and never by word or act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert and further the application of basic biological truths to the healing arts and develop the principles of osteopathy which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Please be seated. As president of the Alumni Association, I have the honor and the great privilege of congratulating all of our graduates and welcoming you into the association. For 125 years, the PCOM Alumni Association has been and continues to be an integral part of the college, offering, among other things, scholarship, awards, and mentorship. Finally, today we celebrate and give thanks for all our graduates and their families. Bless their lives and guide their steps as they move into the future with eager and open hearts. May they continue to perfect their art and provide care and service to their communities. Congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association and the PCOM family.
Thank you, Dr. LaPointe. To all the congratulations you have received, may I add my personal regards and cordial best wishes to each and every one of you. You have now achieved your goals. You have earned your graduate and professional degrees. I'm confident that you will find great rewards and success in your chosen career. Serve well that it may better serve you. Before concluding, I want to make some recognitions. Would all the military graduates please rise and be so recognized? Military graduates. We want to thank you for your service. It is important to note that in addition to their dedication to the classroom and to their patients, members of the class of 2024 have volunteered much of their time to community services around the Philadelphia area, sponsored countless outreach events, and we applaud their spirit of service. Each of our new graduates has earned our congratulations on this significant accomplishment. However, we know that you did not make this journey alone. They did so with the support of parents, spouses, significant others, children, and friends. Will those graduates that got engaged or married during school please rise and be so recognized? Thank you. Now, those graduates that have children or have had a child born during school, please stand and be so recognized. And I'm always amazed how you found the time to do all that, you know? Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, we ask the graduates to stand up and thank your parents, your spouses, your children, and other family members, and friends who have supported you throughout your studies. Please rise and support your families. On behalf of the college, you may sit down. On behalf of the college, I know you want to keep standing. On behalf of the college, we also thank all of the friends and family members who are with us today to share this great event with our graduates, our faculty, and everyone here. We could not be prouder or happier for each of you. You have our congratulations, but tomorrow and always you will have our hopes and prayers. I love you all.
Kindly remain at your seats until the platform party and all graduates have exited.
I'm not sure what that was. I have one more sentence. This now concludes our commencement ceremony. Please remain standing until the platform party and all graduates have exited. Congratulations to each of you.